For those people who are watching and who are interested because their friends are talking about it and they hear things about it, but they themselves haven't read the book or watched the video, why don't you give us a summary of just the kinds of things, the overall teaching of The Secret, and then we'll kind of break it down and assess what it's saying. But what is it teaching in the first place?
The secret is the, quote, law of attraction, that whatever you're putting out there is what's going to come back. Whatever you're focusing on, you're going to get more of.
Right.
So they would say, okay, we've been focusing on cancer for the last 30 years. President Richard Nixon declared war on cancer in 1971. Then it was the 8th leading cause of death. Now it's number 2. And actually in 2005, they said it was number 1 for a while. So are we winning that war? So they would say, we're focusing on cancer, so that's what we're getting more of.
So even if you're focusing on something you want to get rid of, just the fact you're focusing on
Absolutely.
it brings it
What
top
you
of
give
mind.
your attention to, you get more of. That's part of the law of attraction.
All right, so that's important. Even if you're giving your attention to something you're trying to get rid of,
Yeah.
you're going about it the wrong way.
So like Sister, boy, I really struggle with the names, the lady that was just canonized in the Catholic Church in India, Mother Teresa.
Oh, okay,
There we go.
yes.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Sister, mother, she's a bit of both. That's right, yeah, Teresa.
Our sister in the Lord,
yes,
hopefully.
that's right.
She said, don't ever invite me to an anti-war rally. Invite me to a peace rally. Okay, I can get that.
Yeah, right.
I can go there. That's, yeah, and that is where I want to put my energies.
Okay, yes, and Christ's approach in teaching even on that one issue is blessed are the peacemakers.
Absolutely.
As opposed to not just blessed are the anti-war
the antis.
people. Yes, okay, yes. Well, and some Christians could really benefit from that
Yes.
because Christians are known. The word on the street is evangelical, Bible-believing Christians are those people who are against a whole list of things.
And we have to change that paradigm in the church. We have to, Jesus said, you will know them by their love.
Yes, right.
There's a story about Gandhi. Someone asked him, well, what do you think about Christ and Christianity? He says, it's the greatest teaching. I've read the Bible a number of times. Oh, have you ever considered becoming Christian? Yes, a number of times. I've come very close. Well, what kept you from becoming a Christian? I never met one. That's heartbreaking.
Right.
And that speaks to me
Yeah.
that they are not seeing Jesus Christ in my life. They're seeing the anti.
Yes.
And no, I'm not talking about turning to mush.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about mush love.
Yeah.
I'm talking about true love, and that includes spanking my kids.
Okay, yeah.
And that includes saying no and creating boundaries. So
love is a proactive, other-centered force that's going to offer people what they need to become the best version of themselves.
But genuine, true love.
Yes.
And the world needs to see more of that in us.
Yes, yeah.
Stopping by the side of the road to help, being there for your neighbor, not judging the girl next door that you know got the abortion or the home, whatever, wherever they're at.
Yeah.
We need to be Jesus to them. They need to see Jesus Christ in us. They need to see the love of Christ
Well put.
in us.
Well put. So then, yeah, we've often said at the meeting house that our goal should be, if we are the body of Christ, our goal, we'll know we're starting to accomplish that when we find out we're starting to have the same reputation that Jesus had, which means that sinners are attracted to the grace they can find with the body of Christ, and maybe hard-nosed religious conservatives are a bit scandalized
There you go.
by this radical grace.
Oh, there you are.
So now, law of attraction, you can affect outcomes in your life by the things that you focus on. Certainly some biblical principles on what we do focus on. Philippians talks about what we fill our minds with, etc. Tell me more, then how does The Secret flesh that out in maybe healthy and unhealthy ways for those who haven't seen the video?
Well, they want you dwelling on those things, find out what it is that you want, make you a list, and get that firm in your mind, and then ask the universe, I want this. I really want this kind of partner in life. I really want this lifestyle. I really want success. I really want, and then figure out what it is that you want.
Right.
And of course, that's a wrong center there, what you want.
Right.
And then ask for it.
Yeah.
believe that it's going to fall out of the sky, if that's the way it comes, that it's going to happen.
Yes.
And it will happen.
Yeah.
The universe will provide.
That's the message
That's
of the
the message of the
Ask,
secret.
believe, and then you will receive. And it is the universe you're asking, which is fascinating, because asking is usually a relational thing. You don't usually ask things for
Absolutely.
anything. You manipulate things. You don't request something from a thing.
So what is that person in the universe that we're asking?
That's right. That's right. It seems as though when you depersonalize God and only talk about the universe, you find yourself in a strange paradoxical conundrum that actually, if you push into it a little deeper, doesn't make sense. Because we're talking in relational terms about asking, but the secret only wants to talk about an impersonal law of the universe. And then I think gratitude becomes a very important part of that. But gratitude is another relational quality that is directed toward a person, not a thing.
That exists between two people. You can't be grateful to the floor. I mean, I appreciate being able to walk on it, but I'm grateful for it just doesn't work.
So we have all these relational impulses within us, a desire and I think something intuitively that knows we should be grateful for things in life, and that leads to our health, and that we should request things. That all of these are relational ideas that once you remove a relational God from the picture, they don't make sense. And yet this is foundational, it seems, to the Secret's teaching.
You're absolutely right. They're devoid of reason and purpose when a personal being is removed, and they don't make sense.